guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about one of my favorite quotes. And I posted this a couple times, I think I've said it a couple of times, and you guys always kind of ask me about it and kind of like say like, oh wow, I agree, because a lot of people haven't really heard this before, and it's just a really great quote I want to talk about. I think it was a couple years ago my mom told me this quote for the very first time, and it really stuck with me, and it's been words to live by in my opinion. It makes me feel more comfortable, it makes me feel like secure, and it kind of just reminds me that everything in life kind of happens for a reason. So if you haven't heard rejection is God's protection before, that's the quote that I am talking about. So I really love this quote because not only, I don't know if you're religious, it doesn't even fully matter if you're religious, I guess it kind of does if you don't believe in God, then I guess it won't really maybe assimilate right, but or like the universe is rejection. Sorry, my SD card was full and I had to dump, and now I'm back and the light is probably different. So what I was saying, rejection is God's protection. So anything in life that can sometimes seem like it's meant for you or something that you might really want can be very devastating when you don't get it, even when it comes to relationships. So this is one of the biggest things that I've learned in my life. Every time I've been rejected from a man, from a job, from pretty much just anything, it's always turned out to be what it's supposed to be. It's always supposed to have been that way. Like I have found out later that it would have been so wrong for me, and like something better always came along. So anytime that you're being rejected from something, it's just, whether you want to say the universe or God, it's just not meant for you. And that's just something that I found is so important, and it's just a very comforting feeling in my opinion. Anything that hasn't worked out in your life was for a reason, and that's just a very beautiful concept in my opinion. I just think that way you can feel a little bit more relief to the tension that can be life. Everything in your life is right where it's supposed to be right now. I think that's something that it's kind of taken me a really long time to learn and kind of just like relax. I've always been very anxious about the future. If you know me in real life, you know I have a lot of issues with overthinking. I'm putting my slippers on, sorry. I'm kind of just like chatting with you guys. I always overthink. I'm an overanalyzer. I always read too much into situations. Like everything that I haven't gotten, whether it's like a job or if I was rejected from a boy in the past, a man, whatever, I would be devastated, and I wouldn't really understand until later in life that better things came along for me. I went to college, I left college. I got down about that on myself for a very long time, and until I decided to go to cosmetology school and follow my passion, I think for a long time I got down on myself about that. And I realize now it's not meant for me, and I finally feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. That's the bottom line. Between YouTube and doing makeup and just being passionate about what I do, I feel like I'm in a great place, like right where I always wanted to be. I wanted to feel like this. I didn't know years ago where I was going to be. At one point I wanted to be a teacher, I wanted to be a dental hygienist. I was all over the place. I used to want to be an actress. I still kind of do. I don't know. You just don't know where life is going to take you. But what I'm trying to say is everything that's happening to you is for a reason. Every little rejection moment or crappy moment, crappy decision, whatever, it's taking you exactly where you're gonna need to be winding up. So whenever anything bad happens, what I'm trying to say is don't let it get you down, because have faith that it's exactly where you're supposed to be. That happened for a reason, and rejection is God's protection. I love that quote. It's always been extremely comforting to me. It's always been like my #1 thing, and a lot of you guys on Instagram have really liked that quote. I think maybe on YouTube too, a lot of you guys have liked it. It's just again, it's just comforting. We all go through hurdles in life. We all hit different bumps in the road, and you know, it can seem like the end of the world being rejected from something that you think is supposed to be right for you, but then you'll find, like I said, later in life you'll be right where you're supposed to be. Too many times I had stressed about rejection or going through things that felt very uncomfortable and unbalanced, and I don't know. I feel like I'm finally in the right place. Am I doing too many hand motions? It feels right, but it probably is annoying. I'm sorry. So every time you feel like you're in a very bad place, or you got rejected from something, or you just don't feel like you're on the right path, remember that everything is happening for a reason. Follow your gut, your instincts. I feel like God gave us instincts for a reason. It's not just, you know, I think it might be women's intuition, or for all humans though, like God gave us instincts and everything for a reason. Do what feels right, and even if you know, you go through a rejection or a weird time period, have faith that it's going to evolve into what it's supposed to be, because it always does. And I have gone through a bunch of crap where I felt like things were never going to get better, or I was never going to find my way. A couple years ago, 5 years ago, you would have never caught me talking about YouTube. Ever. And now it's like the literal biggest part of my world, like, and it's my happiest place. I'm so happy making videos, editing videos, watching videos. It's such a beautiful community, and I never thought I would be here. So every time I was rejected in the past or situations were evolving, I'm here now and I'm happy. So have faith that everything will fall into place, because it will. And rejection is God's protection. He's got your back. He's looking out for you. I'm not a super religious person. I'm gonna be honest, I don't go to church every Sunday. I am not someone who lives a perfect Christian life, but I do believe in God. I believe in the power of God. I believe in the power of prayer, and I just feel like God's got our back and He's looking out for our best interests. You just do you, follow where you think you want to go. You might take a wrong turn, it might not end up where you want to be, but eventually you'll be right where you're supposed to. So a day at a time, do your best. Everything comes together eventually. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable or helpful. If you guys have heard this quote before, you like this quote, you know, have faith in it. You get rejected from that guy you asked out, or he doesn't like you, Mr. Right is on his way. You got rejected from that job, the right job is on its way. Everything is going to be right where it's supposed to be. Find comfort in that. Find comfort in knowing that things will work out one way or another to where you're supposed to be. So, I don't know. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.